I think we have ignition. Adamo Jimenez, good morning. Tankers, let's deposit a big green day today. Yes, a big green bag. Good morning. That sounds great. Yes, Daryl Elliott. Yes. Just in place an order for 10 shares of LIMN at 202. Okay. Well, good morning, early risers. Early bird gets the worm. Early bird gets the worm. And taking a look at everything here this morning. Well, folks, take a look here. Amazingly, all the futures are up massively. And folks, that is what I explained to you yesterday. The money is not leaving the market. The money is rotating. The same amount of money is still there, just being moved. Okay? Being moved around. The market looks very good, very healthy to me. I have a different viewpoint. The market looks very good to me. Just so you can get an idea of that, the money is coming in. You can see here, this is the Russell Index, the small cap index, which, by the way, SoFi is a member of, in case you don't know that. SoFi summary. There we go. Back up over 20. I told you if you bought it at 1888, you could sell it at 1920 or more. And last night in after hours, it went down to 1830. And that's where we made entry. I know Piyush Bhatka sure did at 1830 a share. So congratulations, Piyush Bhatta. ETFs are getting wrecked. But let's take a look at something here. Is now the time to get over into some dividend stocks? I'll show you a few dividend stocks that are on my dividend stock list. And if you want this dividend stock list, I'll send it to you if you become a member at the monster level. And if you want this dividend stock list that's only available here on this channel, in the form that you can edit yourself, then become a Goliath level member of the tank. Just so you know how this works. And oh, by the way, a new milestone was achieved yesterday, 25,300 subscribers. And almost 400 in the last 28 days. So congratulations and thank you for subscribing. I can only presume with 400 in a month that it won't be long before we're at 30,000. And Daryl Elliott says, because you're awesome. Well, thank you. Well, I try to be conservative and I've come to learn over these years of trading that the less you invest, I know it sounds crazy, but the less you invest, the more you can make. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it's true. This was me, I guess, yesterday. So let me change this. There we go. And go down to live. And can you day trade for a living? Well, I know someone that are here on this channel that are doing that. Just be yourself. Thank you. There we go. And here's everybody's comments over here and in the chat this morning. So let's just say good morning to everyone. Good morning. LIMN at 202. Let's take a look at that. LIMN. Okay. This is what I call the kissing ET, folks. You guys have seen me call this before. A very familiar chart. A rising 200 day, a rising 50 day, a 45 day coming off the 50 day, and they try to push the price down to this. Folks, it's kiss and say goodbye, okay? 99 times out of 100, this is a kiss goodbye. And I call this the kissing ET because it hits that, and the momentum of the rising 200 and the rising 50 hits this effort to dump it, and it just bounces off this, folks. So I'm going with you on that decision to buy LIMN. This stock was called out yesterday. LIMN. Called out by Marty yesterday morning. LIMN. There it is right there. And just let me get logged in here. And this is going to be my first buy today. So you guys know how this works. Okay, I'm going to take a minute here and get my password. Hopefully they don't shut my stream off. I have been noticing when I hit this that they're showing my little logo, which is kind of cool. Hopefully they do that this morning. But if they cut off my stream, I'll start it again with the same thumbnail in about 5 minutes, all right? Because you know what they like to do. That's software update while I take a break. But let's see how they're feeling this morning, amicable or not. All right? And I'm coming in on LIMN. Now, that does not mean I'm going to buy a boatload of shares here, folks. That's not how I operate. Buy. 40 shares. Limit order. $2.02. And of course, then, right there when I want to put it in, it jumps to 207. What is going on there? Hold on a second here. Go over here to order status. LIMN. It's at 211 now, folks. It's already at 211 now, LIMN. Would you guys all start buying it already before I could get in on it? Jeez. Change this 202 order right now and go up to 206. Gosh. The Sean files. All right, we got us a torch. Thank you. Thank you very much. Folks, the person that just came in here and sent me that torch right there has been around with me on this channel since SoFi, I believe, was in the low 10s, 11s, and 12s range, maybe lower. Higuera, good morning to you. I am learning how to spot stocks strictly because of you, Mr. Catfish. All right, Daryl. Good. Good. Yes. I will continue to try to be myself. Yes. All right. So, trying to buy this at 206 now. LIMN. But I'm going to come in underneath it still. I think they'll come back down. So that's 20 shares. Limit. 199. Good till cancel plus extended hours. They might try and shock everyone with a 199, 197 even. Don't be surprised by that, folks. Don't ever be surprised by that happening. So I'm going to put 20 in at 197. Especially right before the open. They can try to, just like they try to splash the close sometimes, they'll try to splash the open as well, right before the open in the pre-market. Darkness Past says, I was with you when SoFi was 5. Oh, yeah, there are people here that have been with me for a very long time and have done extremely well. Yep, ridiculous. Yep. Yep. And I was pitching SoFi so hard. I was telling everybody, folks, this stock is way worth more than $5. You just got to believe. You got to understand. I told them all about it when it was in the 450s, and it went all the way to 1023 in a month. And then it pulled back down in the 7s. We bought it again. It went over 10. We sold it again. Came down into the 7s. We bought it again. Went over 11, over 1170. We sold it again. Then back down in the 6s. Man. Yep, hurting this morning, but I know it will go back up. Yes. Oh, yeah. We'll recover. We will recover. We will recover. Hey, it looks like I might have just got a 206 order on LIMN. Yep, I got that 206. I'm going to duplicate that order right now. Come in at 203. Place it. And I'm buying the stock LIMN, folks. And I just told you that when you see this formation, I call it the kissing ET. Right there. When you see that thing dropping down to a rising 45 and 50 and the rising 200, you kiss it goodbye. I told you that, and I was right. The kissing ET. I just showed you the formation, and I decided to buy it right there because of that right there. Look at that little hitch and go on the 50-day as they ran it down to it. See that? You see it. I'm just going to come in at 208. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I just came in at 208, and that order will not fill, okay? That order won't fill at 208. Or let's put it this way, it hasn't filled yet. Maybe it will right now. Let's see. There I go. There it goes. I got a 208 there. Finally got the 208 to fill. But I'm buying here. I'm buying here because this thing is springboarding, folks. LIMN. Look at that 5-day rising off the 10. Let's look at the 5-day chart on this. There it is, folks. LIMN. That's no lemon either. Dang. See why I bought it right there? Man, great spot. Any pullback on this, I'm going to play this stock today like crazy. I've had 2 orders fill here at 206. And 2 orders fill at 208. You guys hold on here for just a second. I'll be right back, okay? Hopefully this won't take but a second here. You guys just hold on. All right, thank you. I hope everybody's doing all right. Do you think this pre-market action is a fake out? I don't know. like I said, when I showed everybody yesterday, what I thought was going on was the same amount of money is still in the market, folks. Money isn't leaving. Money just gets moved around in the market, okay? It rotates, okay? Money doesn't leave, money rotates. People sit on something for the longest time, or institutions, and it hasn't been fruitful for them. So they look for other places to move their money to. They rotate it around. It's not leaving the market. Now, I have shown you that a lot of money is going over into the money markets lately because of fear, mostly. The the uncertainty of potential wars, and the uncertainty of our direction exactly, and the uncertainty of all of this political nonsense, okay? I can only imagine how high the stock market would be if people were allowed to just believe, just to go with the flow rather than them trying to keep making up things. you know, the news has become, just absolutely pitiful, and people aren't idiots, okay? So they can read through this stuff now. They see all through it. They know. And so I'm talking about LIMN this morning. That's a stock I would suggest you take a look at right now. LIMN. Hold on just a minute. Okay. Nelson Reyes says, I have always wanted to try day trading, but I feel overwhelmed by all the technical aspects of it. Well, it can be very overwhelming, but I'm here to show you that there's a method to my madness. And here it is. This chart right here gives an indication of what I call stair stepping. See that? Bam. See that? Bam. See that? Bam. See that? Bam. See that? Well, folks, I'm going to be selling this right here, okay? At 224, 225, 226, 228, 29, 230. That's where I plan on selling this today. All right? I begin selling it there because this is a pattern, folks. Look at the rise. How much was it, folks? 56, or let's just call it 55 cents was where it was, 55 cents. And they took it up to 97. 40-cent pop. Here, price was 66 cents, Savannah, 66 cents. I bet you they ran it up to $1.08. What is that number there? 123, even higher. But still, folks, 120 is a sell. 120. What was this number here? 111. Well, I tell you to sell 111 through 120. It's on my buy sell sheet right over here. Says sell 111, 12, 13, 114. Then the pullback comes down to 101 or lower. And then it goes on up and you sell 114, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And that's exactly what you could have done on this pattern right here. That's exactly what you could have done when it was down there. So, yeah, I'm looking for about a 40-cent spike off this number where I just bought it at 206. And it was at 188. So this is a 220 sell, folks. 188 to 220 is a 40-cent move, 32-cent move. Really, 33 is what they like. 187 to 220, 33 cents. So that's where I'm looking to this morning to sell. Start selling at 220, then they'll pull it back down to 211 to 208, and then it'll go up to 224, 226, 228, and then it'll come down to 220. Then it'll go up to 231, 32, 33, and then it'll come down. That's what it could do, and that's what I expect it to do. This stock right here is LIMN. LIMN. ONDS at 5.5% right now. Well, good. I'm expecting to see a very nice recovery on everything today. I couldn't guarantee it, so I did sell some so I could buy a runner, and this looks like a runner to me today. So I'm buying into it. SoFi in the pre-market at $19.85. Last night it was at $18.30 in the after hours. They took it down to $18.30. Piyush Bhatka bought it there. Congratulations to you, Piyush Bhatka. A true cat. Looking at the Russell Index this morning, it is making a nice recovery. Looking at the Dow Index this morning, flush out. Look at the NASDAQ Index this morning. And by the way, the futures were green last night. The futures were all green. Last night, I noticed. Very green. If you'll give me a second here. Just give me a minute right here. And I will show you what I mean. Right here. This was what I showed everybody this morning. That's what I saw this morning early. And I believe that was because I had not refreshed the screen. So I believe that was last night. It might have been what was the screen last night. Yep, you're right. I understand the shown files. I know. I hear you. Oh man, the shown files. I knew it. But one thing you should, well, I can't say because if you had known, you wouldn't have done that. But I don't know. Are you still here? Yes, definitely still here. I want you to see the word lost is not the term. The word is down. You're down that much. But I'm just showing you, this was my video this morning. And I was on this screen this morning. And I showed this morning. This is what I showed at 6:48 a.m. I showed everybody right there. I looked over at the screen and I said, wow, look at the futures, everybody. And, so the funny thing is the screen I was just on Okay, there you go. Yeah, the screen I was just on was from last night. That Russell Index screen was from last night. Here we are this morning. Okay. Wow, I was starting saying that's a pretty drastic turnaround in just about 30 minutes' time. I thought that was a very big, what the hell is what I thought. But there you go. So things are looking good, folks. Fear not. And everything will probably be green today, folks. Everything will probably be green, including SoFi that I told everyone last night. If you buy it now at 1888, you can sell it at 1920 or higher, maybe even 1966 tomorrow. Well, hell, it's already at 1989. So congratulations if you were listening to me last night when I said buy this at 1888, because if you do, you can sell it at 1920 or higher. I can almost guarantee it. And there it is. Of course, I make no guarantees. But congratulations if you bought this in the after hours. I know Piyush Bhakta picked it up at $18.30, he said. $18.30. Got my attention to it, so thank you for Piyush calling that out to everyone yesterday. By the time I looked at it, it was already back up to $18.80. But I told everyone, hey, if you buy it here, you can probably sell it at $19.20 or more. And there we go. Now, we're looking across some other ones this morning. This one. And I bought this morning at 206. I bought it 206, 206, 208. And the reason I decided to buy this stock was because of this chart on it right here. And as you can see, this morning when I bought it, it was right here. And the reason I bought it was because, well, I bought it right here because I call this the kissing ET, okay? And when I showed it to you, you could see the head of it, and it came down, and the lips were meeting right there. And I told you, if you buy the kissing ET, once you kiss ET, you can say goodbye to ET because it's out of here. That's what I said about 30 minutes ago. So I jumped right onto my account, and I immediately started buying that stock right there. And you can see all the buys I had at 205, 206, 206, 208, and I called it LIMN as a stock, and I called it the kissing ET. And I said 99 times out of 100 out of that formation, you get a jump. Because what's going on here is you've got a majorly rising 200-day average and a majorly rising 50-day average, and then you have them meeting this down to that line. Well, forget about it, folks. That these things are moving up, these long-term averages, at way too aggressive amounts to hold that long. And so they did, and so I bought it. When this came right down to here, and that was right there this morning, I showed it to you, and I said, this is where you buy the stock. The kissing ET. I'll show it on the one day. And what had happened was, when I looked at this stock this morning, when I got up, I saw this 50-day was rising like this. And I saw the 200 was rising like that. And I saw him try to push it down to here. And I said, this is the kissing ET. Buy it here, folks. And 99 times out of 100, it comes off this thing so high because the 200 and the 50-day and 45 are just rising so aggressively. There's no way to keep it below that. It's just a market maker double ta-ta. And I said, buy it there. And look at it now. And now we're going to buy this stock every time blue line hits the orange 10. We're going to buy it again, folks. All right. And right now, last night you watched me sell about a third of my account so I could have some cash to buy with today. And I'm buying that stock, LIMN. And I see ONDS is up very nicely today as well. I've got 950 shares of GXAI, which I see is again down a smidge right now. But I don't rest on and wait for stocks that aren't moving and are regressing when I see such aggressive runners. So I'm going to sell some GXAI right now. I'm going to sell 100 shares at limit, good till cancel plus extended hours, review order, and place it. And I'm going to sell another 100 here. 100 limit. 140. 141. I'll try for 141. Good till cancel plus extended hours. Review order. Place it. I see the ask is 142. Close last night was 145. So it's really not down that much. But I really like the look of this LIMN, folks. And so now I'm going to come over here to buy LIMN. And I'm going to come in for another 40 shares of LIMN. Limit 210. And of course, I'm going to come in under 209. Good till cancel plus extended. And I'm going to try to buy 209. And then I'm going to buy 40 shares. And the stock I'm buying here is LIMN. And I'm going to buy it every time I see this blue line hit the orange 10-day. $40 shares, limit 210. Good till cancel plus extended. But this morning, when I got up, if you go back, you'll hear me tell everyone, I looked at this chart, and it was right here at this point where they had driven it down to this majorly rising 50 and this incredibly rising 200. And as soon as I saw it hit that, I said, this is where we buy it, folks. It's called the kissing ET. I called this formation the kissing ET. And when you kiss ET, you can kiss him goodbye, folks, is what I said. 99 times out of 100, when you kiss ET, ET goes extraterrestrial. Oh, yeah. WHLR at 326. Sweet. Just give me a second here. Look at this, folks. Stock called out yesterday, WHLR. How do you like that? Wow. Holy crap. And folks, sell it there. Sell it there. Okay, sell it right there. This is a sell number on my buy-sell sheet, folks. Listen, I'm not kidding you. This is a sell here, please. Don't mess around here on this number, okay? This is a sell number right here, 30, 31, 32, 33. Don't mess around, okay? I'm telling you, sell some here. Sell some here, folks. Don't mess around. Please, I want you to sell some shares right here. 333, you just should, 36. 38's going to be the top, folks. 338's where it stops. But right there, you should sell. You should sell at 331, 333. This is a number to sell, folks. I'm telling you for a fact. From here, this thing could pull back to 308 or even 297 from 331, 32, 33, folks. I'm guarantee. I make few guarantees, but I'm telling you, this is one of them right now. And just to show you how certain I am of it, and I'm going to trade this one today too. Hold on a minute. All right, I'm back. And I do want to look at ONDS. All right, we should be back now. But interestingly enough, let me try to find this here. There it is. Looks like Drew Peacock called that stock out yesterday morning. Drew Peacock. And for you, Drew, your name is going to be added to the list for the drawing. That we're going to be doing. And we do a drawing every Friday. We might not do one today because I only have about 5 people because we have had a kind of a rough week with me being on vacation and all that stuff. So haven't been able to stream normally this week and stay online very much. But here we are. And Wheeler, congratulations, everybody. And XRP was a good buy yesterday. I told everybody about that. Let's get back over here now. And LIMN, folks, is my call of the day. LIMN. This is the stock to trade today, folks. I believe LIMN is going to be the one. And ONDS is up today nicely. EVTV is up today now. Let's just see everything take off here today. Let's just get it all running up. Shall we? Yeah. Taking EVTV right off the same bottom this morning. $2 low. $2 low, and then away she goes. Jayhawk, good morning. MH, thank you for the thumbs up. MHCJ1GZ. Thank you. Thank you very much. Your name is now on the list for the drawing. And hopefully everybody can hear now. If you'll just give me a second here. All right. Got a lot of windows up here that I want to try to kind of thin out a little bit. All right. Let me do a little math here for a second. Just give me a second here. 33. All right, let me do a little calculating. Just give me a second here, please. All right. Now we got some stocks that we're going to be looking at here this morning. We're got our eyes on several of them. ONDS. I also want to take a look at SIDU, which I expected to see a recover today. Oh yeah, SIDU. Yeah, we sure did. Yes. Oh yeah. Yes, yes, yes. We got snow that I got to go get rid of today. So sometime during the show today, I'm gonna have to take about a half hour, let you guys fend for yourselves, and I'm gonna go out and with our snow blower and blow the snow off everything, or we'll see what kind of snow it is. If it's wet, heavy snow, I'll have to shovel it all because I didn't put out my tarps last night. I didn't know we were going to get all that snow. The stock of the day is LIMN. LIMN. That's the one I'm going to be day trading today. Rex, good morning to you. Jayhawk, hello there. Welcome, welcome. Sam Dorchester, I need to do the same. Give me just a moment, folks. I'll be right back. All right. All right. Back at it here. And by the way, congratulations if you bought into any SIDU yesterday or ONDS. Both of those up now about 4% today. I had indicated that both of those might be very good buys. LIMN, yes. This morning on LIMN, I saw a chart pattern that I love. And I call that chart pattern the kissing ET. And this is what I saw right here when I got up this morning. What I saw was this formation where this had spiked and where it ran down to here with this rising 50-day and this rising 200. I knew there was no way it could stay here. The momentum of a rising 50-day at this angle and a rising 200 at this angle, this is no more than market manipulation to bounce it off the 50. And when it got there, it was the lips of the ET. And I told everyone, we kiss the ET right now. And when we kiss it goodbye, is what I said. Okay? And I was right. This morning, at 6:49 this morning, I told everyone, this is the stock to buy today. Okay? Lord, I don't know what's going on, but this morning, at 6:48 when I came on this morning, I saw this formation of this to right there is where it was. And I said, folks, with this rising 50-day and this rising 200-day, there's no way it can stay here. This is what I call the kissing ET. Okay? So if I could block all that off, that's what I call the kissing ET. And when you kiss ET, you kiss it goodbye because it's going back to where it went home. Folks, I'm telling you, that is the chart formation, the kissing ET you see right there. And that's where I bought it, on the kissing ET. Yep, I've got a steel leaf blower that works extremely effectively on powder snow. And blows it right off of there and out of here. Can you hear me now, everybody? In and out audio. Well, what I'm doing here is I'm helping out one of my friends, the one that I was in the race car with last 2 weekends ago. And it would have been 2 weeks now, or well, 1 week ago, I guess. 1 week ago. The one that I was in the race car with last week, he's interested in what I'm doing. So I've been giving him some tips. And the tips I gave him yesterday, I'm pretty sure he's glad that he took advantage of. So today I just showed him that these stocks that I called out, they're running. And the ones that I called to him, I told him about ONDS, SIDU, and XRP. I told him XRP was at a 52-week low. And I let him know that the whole market was crashing, so this would be a good time to buy on panic. And I was right. No sound again? Okay, I got you, red squirrel. Got you, red squirrel. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. So who is this saying no sound? Sam Dorchester. Try refreshing the screen. Refresh. Refresh. Refresh your screen. Your screen. Refresh. Freshen up a little. Audio is okay. Thank you. Yep. Jump out and back in. Yep. Solved. Problem solved. This is the stock we're buying today, folks. LIMN. I told everyone this morning when I started the channel at 6:48, we're going to buy this right now. I said, buy this now. And that's exactly what I did. I bought it, and I bought it, and I bought it. That's right. And every stock I have here virtually is green today. And however, the one that I'm holding the most stock in is red. GXAI. So I'm down $34.50 right now, but I'm all right. I'm going to sell this GXAI right now. And I'm not afraid. I'm going to sell 100 of it now. Limit order. Go till cancel plus extended. Review order and place it. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing that because I want to buy more LIMN. Okay? I'm going to buy it right now. And I'm coming in for 50 shares. Limit order, 213. Good till cancel plus extended hours. Review order and place it. Buying $106 worth. Now I'm going to buy another 50 shares. Limit, 214. Good till cancel plus extended hours. Review order. And place it. Now, I'm going to buy 40 shares. Limit order, 215. Review order. Now, am I going to place this order right this second? No, I'm not. I'm not going to place it right now. I'm going to be watching this percentage of gain. This is where my attention is. I don't care about the price. I'm watching this because this is going to give me a microscopic view of the stock. Oh, yeah, Fed Smoker, use that leaf blower for your snow. So look at the percentage gain, folks. That is what you need to be focusing on. Percentage gain, not the price. And as you can see, it's a rising, folks. So I've got 250 shares right now. I've still got 1,500 cash to buy with, coming in at 40 shares. Limit, 216. Look at the percentage gain, folks. 488 now. Watch it now. 532. LIMN. Don't go in yet. We want to see if we can get that 488 range again. Not in a hurry to buy right here, just in case you didn't know. Oh, my. Come on, let's get back in that 488. Come on. At least low 508 or something, 513. Watching this very closely, folks. LIMN. Love to see something back in the fours if we could get it. But this is my stock pick of the day. I don't think it's going to go any lower. Plus, I think I've got some other people that might be doing the same thing I am. So I'm going to go ahead and go in there. And just so you guys know, the stock I'm buying here, I've already been buying it here at 209. Started buying LIMN this morning at 206. And I've got an open order at 197 and 203 that won't fill. So I'm going to change this right now. And I'm going to take it up to, wow, 217. Review order. And place it. I just got 216.9. And I've got an order down here at 203 that's not going to fill. So I'm going to change that order at 203. We come up here to 217. And actually, I'm going to try to buy 214. They should at least pull it back a few cents here sooner or later. So I'll try 214. This is the stock that I'm on right here, LIMN. And I told people today I'm going to buy it every single time they drop it below the orange 10-day or get it near that 50. It's a buy. And look at how far away from the 50 it is now in springboarding. So for those of you that are not aware, this morning when I started my stream at 6:48 in the morning, I showed everybody this stock. It was called out yesterday. LIMN was called out yesterday. And so I went and checked it out. And I saw it when it was right here, just like that. This is what the chart looked like right there when I saw it. And folks, what I call that is the kissing ET, okay? I saw this rising 200-day. I saw that acutely straight up, 45 and 50 almost straight up. I saw them try to start pulling it down to that. And I said, folks, right there, that's a kissing ET. When the red 50 meets that dropping 10-day, right there, kiss it goodbye, is what I said to everyone. And so I bought it there at 203. Someone told me they had an order in at 202. And that was Daryl Elliott. Daryl Elliott called that out this morning. So, Daryl Elliott, what a great call. What a great catch. And thank you very much. Because when you called that out, I went and looked at it, and I saw it was right there. And I said, oh, my gosh, folks, that right there is a kissing ET. And you can kiss ET goodbye is what I said. And I was right, as you can clearly see. ET's gone. ET done left the building, okay? So, and I told you, I said, man, I've seen this formation before. I call this the kissing ET. Okay, I told you when I saw it what it was, and I said, man, 99% of the time, this will jump off here because this energy of a 50-day rising so strongly and the energy of a 200 rising so strongly, man, there's just nothing they can do but get it to that line, and then boom, off she goes. And I was right. I got lucky. Lucky old me. And we're going to buy it right here underneath this 50-day if they get it there. Just like there where we just bought it, and just like there where we just bought it. So this is where I'm going to buy it again, right here, right here. Duplicate order. Right here's where I'm buying it. 20 at 211. Review order and place it. And I got a 50 at 213. I'm trying to buy 211 now. And see if I can get 212. Because I want to buy it every single time they pull it underneath this 50. I want to buy it there, and buy it here, folks. Because look at the 200-day average, folks. Just look at that thing. The 50-day just running straight up almost. Man, this is perfect. Thank you for calling this stock out today. I love it. See if we can get some 210 even, 209. When the biggest market makers see it start to take off, folks, when the biggest market makers see it start to take off, they want to get it lower. They want to get in under that 50-day, folks. And so they will participate in buying up enough shares to then short it briefly and run it down and make money on the short position, and then bounce it and buy more, take it long, and then take it short and run it down to the 50 again and then buy long. And they'll do it over and over, and I will too. And by the way, my lowest buy orders this morning were at 203 is the lowest price I think I got. No, 206. 206. So at 219, I'm going to sell this. So I'm going to go over here to a buy order that I had at 206, and I'm going to do opposite that right now. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put in a sell order, sell 40 at 219. 219. Why? Because that is 13 cents over where I bought it, okay? So I'm going to sell 40 at 219. And I want to make sure that I have that in good till cancel plus extended. So I place that order. And now I'm going to come down to the buy order here. And I'm going to go opposite order on it. And I'm going to go out at 220. 220. And I'm actually going to sell 88 shares at 220. Good till cancel plus extended. Review order and place it. Now, I'm going to take one of these buy orders and hit opposite. Okay. And now I'm going to be putting in a sell order at 221. And actually, I want 222. And I'm going to sell 88 shares at 222. Good till cancel plus extended. Now, one of the reasons that I'm doing this is because whatever news it was that spiked this, that got some entity to start pouring into it here and run it up to there, whatever news, whatever phone call, whoever got the orange juice futures briefcase, okay, right here, they took it up to here. And I have news for you, folks. Others are going to get this same phone call, and they are going to call whoever bought all these shares and ask them to sell them. Say, hey, take up a short position right now and sell all those shares you just bought. We'll take care of you. Get it down to the 50, and then we'll all get in long. They do that. So here they go again. Somebody else just got the phone call, and they said, all right, so they called their people and said, hey, you own a bunch of shares of this. We looked it up on institutional ownership. We see you're sitting on a several million. Sell them right now. Go short on it. We'll short it too, and then sell it down to below the 50, and then we can get in and we'll go long. So they work out deals like this. But folks, I know it sounds crazy, but they do it. Go listen to a guy by the name of Jim Cramer, YouTube video, Jim Cramer, how hedge funds manipulate the stock market. Okay? Go put in a video search on YouTube, Jim Cramer, how hedge funds control the stock market. And I'm telling you, all they have to do is go over on a stock like LIMN. Anybody that wants to manipulate it, okay, can come over here to, just give me a second here. And I'm going to show you what they can do. They can go over to institutional ownership, and they can enter in LIMN up here in the top. And then they can do a search by hitting this little search bar. And then they can look to see how many institutions own it? Institutional ownership. And there are only 17 institutions invested in this stock. But then they can come down here and they can get the names of the institutions right here that own shares of the stock. And then they can call them and ask them, hey, you got a bunch of shares of this? How about you sell some? How'd you like to take up a short position on it? And look, they can call up someone like this that's got 6,900,000 shares, and they can ask them to either loan them shares so they can borrow the shares, and then they can short it, short sell it. Okay? And you think I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm not kidding you one bit. And yep, Piyush Bhatka, I know last night you bought SoFi at 18.30 a share. Congratulations. Vanity Grant says LIMN was running all day yesterday. Yep. Well, I still had it on my radar this morning, and I liked what I saw this morning when they got it down to 206. They pinched it down to 206, and I said, that's a kissing ET, everybody. Right now, I have buy orders in at 209. I'm still waiting for 209 to fill. And anyway, hey, EVTV has some life in it even today. And by the way, take a look over here at all the futures. Some of you might remember that yesterday, what I tried to explain to you guys was that the market, the money that's in the market, it doesn't leave the market, okay? It stays there. It's just like the amount of any element that's here on Earth. It remains constant, okay? The amount of water in the world remains constant. It's just the form that water is in. And the stock market is the same way. The stock market, for the most part, has the constant amount of money in it, but it just rotates around and moves. Money moves. Institutions and people get tired of waiting on a stock that they've been locked into for some time, and they decide, hey, let's just shift this over. This sector looks like it's got more growth right now. Let's move it around. And so money gets moved around in the market, folks. It doesn't come out. Now, I have mentioned to you that a lot of money has been moved over into money market, and those money market funds have done extremely, extremely well over the last 2 years. Yeah, Florida live fishing, buy the fear. Yeah, every stock was oversold, and I even showed some people, hey, take a look at the last time the whole market was oversold was April the 7th, and SoFi's price tumbled all the way down to $8.60. And then 1 month later, it was $13. It went to $8.60 on April the 7th, tariff, Independence Day, USA, Independence Day. And SoFi fell to $8.60. The next day, I even got to buy it 2 days before on my birthday at $8.88. Ben Demetia, and I told you, scared money like bonds doesn't make money. Yeah, you're right. I've been making money all morning on WHLR. Yes. Yes, indeed. WHLR, ladies and gentlemen, the one I called out yesterday, someone actually called it out. Drew Peacock called it out yesterday morning, and that thing is up 50% today. Drew Peacock called it. I bought it. You guys watched me buy it yesterday. WHLR. Last night it was called out in the after hours. Someone called it out to me, and I said, that looks dang good. And I said, that thing could really pop. And WHLR. And just like this chart this morning, LIMN, I looked at it, it says, that looks dang good. That thing looks like it could pop. So congratulations, WHLR buyers. Up 50% this morning, I saw. Now it's up 42%. But, yep, creating a lifetime opportunity for dip buyers like myself and Catfish. That's right, Piyush. Ben says, since the 2008 crash, NIRP money is still not in the market. Just started here, 2 to 4 inches, southern Indiana. Snow. Over leveraged. People got called and stopped out. Yep. HNS on LIMN. I may wait till open. Okay. Yep. Well, if you own WHLR, I would sell it because it's falling right now. It's only up, it's up 40% still. But 308, man, they've run it down now from 330 to 308. And you guys know I told you to sell it at 330. Man, as soon as I got on this morning and saw that was at 3:30, you go back and watch what I said, 6:48 this morning. As soon as I got on and saw Wheeler was at 3:30, I said, sell it, people. Sell it now. Sell it now. 3:30 is a sell. 3:28, 29, 3:30, sell. And I said, you will be able to buy it back from 3:30, sometimes at 288 or even 208. And sure enough, it's at from 3:30, not 208, from 3:30 to 308, and it's at 308 right now. So you guys that were with me this morning, and I said, out of Wheeler right now at 3:30, you got to sell it. And I want to know, I want to start right now. Did you sell 3:30 this morning, Wheeler, when I said to? That's what I want to know. I'm going to start a poll right now. And just a second here. Just give me a second here. Yep. Okay. I want to make sure I was on the right stream because sometimes I get on the wrong one. All right. So we're going to create a poll right now. And I want to know, did you sell Wheeler this morning when I said, did you sell WHLR this morning when I suggested to sell in the 330 range? Okay, that's what I want to know. Did you sell this morning when I suggested to sell in the 330 range? Did you sell WHLR this morning when I suggested to sell in the 330 range? Start. Poll. And of course, then it goes right down to 308. And 70% no. Now listen, don't even bother voting if you didn't buy WHLR. Okay? If you never bought it, don't I should have said that before I started the poll. Because a lot of you that just said no probably just never bought it. I want to know if you bought it, did you? All right. Now, some of you may not know this. You might be new to the channel, but I want you to know I don't just day trade stocks. I am long on many, many positions. I'm going to show you the stocks I'm long on now, but I cannot show you the name of these stocks. But if you want to get this list from me, become a member of this channel at either the monster level or Goliath level member. Now, I want to make sure you're understanding something, because yesterday, and by the way, we've had a huge increase lately in Goliath level members, the gold line. And I want to thank all of you who've come in and become Goliath level members, and huge increase in all level members. They're all rising. And I want you to know that when you're on this stream, down here is where you're going to be able to become a member. Down here, look right here, you'll see a dollar bill sign. Click on that. And when you do, then you'll see here membership. Click on that. And when you do not immediately click join, because that will join you only at the big bottom level. If you want my spreadsheets of all my longs, my dividend paying stocks, and stocks I day trade, then you'll need to come in at monster level. And if you want my candlesticks, and if you want to be able to come in and get these spreadsheets that you can add your own data, then you come in at the Goliath level, okay? And just so you can see how this works, on this long sheet here, I can come over here and I can just put in another stock, okay? And as soon as I put in this stock, it will auto-fill across here. So does anybody have a dividend paying stock I can put in here on my dividend list? Oh, this is my longs list. So we'll just put in, let's put in this one, LIMN, that we're looking at right now. Let's just go and put in LIMN and see what happens. And it auto-propagates, auto-loads, showing the what is done today, and showing its increase in price, showing over the last 5 days, 10 days, 30 days, and it has not even been trading for a year. But the PE ratio and market cap, their market cap is 55 billion is their market cap. All right. So I'm just letting you know this stock, LIMN, this is how these charts work. All right. You can just enter them in. You enter one in, and boom, it auto-fills for you if you come in at the Goliath level. All right? And if you buy in at the monster level, I'll still send you this list. But not only will I send you this list, monster level, but I'll send you my list of stocks that pay great dividends. These are the performance of the stocks over the last year on this list that is for my Goliath level and monster level members. And you can pick and choose which one's doing the best over the last month or the last week or whatever. But they have all been down here this week. You can see this week, of course, everything. It's been a horrible week, so everything's been in the red. But if you're going to pick one that's green during this time. Okay? When everything else is falling, pick one that's green right now during this time or everything else is falling. Okay? That's what you do. Pick one that is resilient and resists against the rest of the market falling, folks. And if you have this list, you're going to get these stocks, folks, they pay great returns over the last year. And some of these stocks I've held for 25 years, like the second one on the list here up at the top. I've held this stock that's up 73% this year. I've held this stock for 25 years. AMD is what it is, AMD. And I got lucky and I won a bunch of money on the Wheel of Fortune. And the first stock I bought was COMS, where I made about $2,400 on that trade. And I was addicted to trading then. And the next stock I bought was AMD, which I've bought at $66 a share. Anyway, so guys, congratulations on WHLR. Some of you bought this yesterday evening. You were with me in the after hours, and it was called out, and I bought a bunch of shares of it. I bought, I think, around 280 shares of this, and it was rocketing up very nicely, and it put a nice taste in my mouth because yesterday was a pretty rough day. But this stock here looked so good to me. I said, folks, there's something going on with this stock. Let's get in on it. When they pulled it down, we bought it last night. In case you're not aware, what they did was last night it skyrocketed, and I said, let's hold it, hold it, hold it. And then when they ran it down, we bought it. Good move. Now, this morning, looking at some stocks that we've been watching and following for some time, EVTV, actually green a little bit. I'm going to move this back off the Russell now. And all markets look very good right now. And as I told you yesterday, money wasn't leaving the market. Money was moving. Money was rotating, folks. It wasn't leaving the market. Money was rotating and moving from one sector to another. That's what happens. All right? Money doesn't get out of the market necessarily. It moves and shifts into different sectors. And especially if entities have been involved in one stock for some time and it just hasn't been doing what they wanted, and they decide, let's just move this over to this sector. This looks more, it's going to be more profitable as the future unfolds and under certain scenarios. So they look at emerging markets and emerging profitable companies, and they move money around. And I think yesterday was a big shift of sentiment, and money was moving into different sectors. And just give me a second here. There we go. All right. A lot of you folks are holding on to GXAI. I've sold a little bit of that this morning and moved it over to this LIMN. And I'm not sure what LIMN is going to do today, but right now, I just filled again at 209 on it, 209. And I have some orders that filled this morning on this at 206, 206, 208, 208, and they're back down to 208 now on it. And I told you that they may want to try to splash the pre-market, okay? I was expecting that. That's why I put orders in at 208 still, because I figured they'll come back down to that again before the market closes, before the market opens, because they like to try to come at something right before the market goes up. And time now, we are an hour and 4 minutes from the opening bell right now. And I'd like to thank you all for being here with me today. And let me get this LIMN up on the chart here. Here we go. And just give me a second here. There we go. Nice. Very nice. And boy, howdy, look at that nice little herk and jerk. Now trying again to fleece it out with very low volume. And this is what I'm looking at, LIMN, folks. This is what I'm looking at right here, okay? And I see one bottom there, two there, three there, four there. Look at them herk, and look at that, folks. Herk and jerk and herk and jerk and herk and jerk and herk and jerk and herk, and then jerk that thing right off. Then herk and jerk and herk and jerk and herk, and then jerk it off, and then herk and jerk and herk and jerk, and then way down. Look at that freaking same amount as this amount right here. Same amount. This is the same amount, I guarantee you. Here they try one more jerk. Man, I mean, just look at it, folks. Can you get the picture? Somebody's manipulating this thing, man. Look how much they manipulated that and barcoded that stock through here for an hour this morning. And then it runs up, and then they barcode it for big herk and jerks, not even as small as this. It's starting to get radical here. And now big ones again, folks. And so I expect it to continue. This is going to be a great. And look, folks, listen, this morning I called this formation when it came up here and then came here down to here. I called it the kissing ET. Well, folks, they're about to kiss another ET right here. It's the same formation, folks. See here, look at the drop, the up, the down to it. Here it is, the drop, the up, the down to it. It's the kissing ET. And I'm telling you, folks, I told you to buy it here at the kissing ET, and it ran up to here. Now I'm saying buy it here at this kissing ET, okay? This is when the 200-day average comes right up here. Now, the last time the kissing ET formed on the 50-day average right there, and I told you to buy it right there. The kissing ET came to the 50-day. Now they're trying to take the kissing ET to the 200-day, folks. And if they get this thing down to here, folks, it is going to come from here and go completely ape shit up, folks. I'm guaranteeing that. Well, I don't guarantee anything. But, folks, I'm telling you, this was a kissing ET to the 50-day, and look what happened afterwards. And I told you there was the place to buy it at 206, 206. Now they run it up here, down here, and they kiss the ET again right there on the 200 this time, not the 50, the 200, folks. And now they're trying to get the 50 to come down and kiss the 200 here. Folks, it isn't going to happen. It isn't going to happen. It's going to bounce off this. It's going to go up. Okay, this 5-day right now, watch it come up over this 10. And I'm buying right here. I'm buying right here. And what a coincidence, it's at 208. And I got 1,300 to buy with here. And I just filled at 208. And I'm coming in again there, 208. On the kissing ET, baby. And now 208 won't fill, so I'll go 209. Buying the kissing ET, 209. And I got a partial fill there, folks, at 209. Look at that. They only sold me 10. They only had 10 left. They ran out of 209 right there, folks. I bought the last 10 at 209 that there was. How do you like that? They're trying to tell you the last was at 208. Oh, yeah? How come I have 10 orders still sitting at 209? Maybe they're filled now. Now they're filled. I got them all, 209. And I'm trying to buy 208. And look at this chart, folks. LIMN. You better look down there at the freaking buyer that just came in on the 208 with me. Someone else came in there, folks, and they're coming in big there at 208. And I'm coming in again at 209. The bid says 208, ask 209. Now the bid says 208, ask is 210. And I now have an order at 209 that won't fill. And I got a partial order that filled 9 shares at 208. Look at this, folks. I had right here 9 shares at 208. Folks, this is proof of the fact that they just sell 1 share at a time in the pre-market. Because you just saw I had 10 shares filled out of 20. I had 10 shares filled out of 20. Now I have 9 shares filled out of 20 at 208. 1 share, folks, they're selling at 208. One share. 1 share, folks. That's how the market makers work. 1 freaking share, people, they had that they gave me there. Just 1. 1 share at a time. Interesting to see that, huh? But I tell you that they do that. And I still can't get that order at 208 to fill. I still got 9 out of 20 filled. Wow, look at all this. Which ticker? The ticker is LIMN. LIMN. Here's what it looks like right now on the chart. And I want you to see what happened with this. You'll give me a second here. So here's what happened with this stock. All right. This morning, when I got up, I saw that it had catapulted up to here. Then I saw him walk it down to here, then up to here. And when it got right here, I told everybody, this is where we buy it right now. This was this morning at 6:48 this morning, 6:50 and 7 o'clock. And you can see right there at 7:01, I was telling people, buy this, okay? Because this formation is what I call the kissing ET. Okay? I call this the kissing ET because you've got a rising long-term 200, a rising 50 and 45, and that's a red belly blue back right there. And then they try to shove the price down to that. Forget about it. I said, this is where you buy on the momentum of a rising 200 and the momentum of a rising 50 and 45. There's where we buy. So we bought right there. This is where we started buying this morning when the price was right there at $2.03. And that was the first order I put in at 203 because I got a notification this morning from Daryl Elliott. He said, LIMN, I have a buy order at 202 on it. He said that. And I said, all right, well, I'll just go in 203. And after I call this the kissing ET, because once you kiss this ET, you're kissing it goodbye, people. You're kissing it goodbye. And I was right. I was completely right. And now they've got another ET forming here, trying to form it right here. They tried to form an ET on the 200 day. So the kissing ET came here, tight-lipped, very tight-lipped. You buy it again, not on the Kissing ET 50-day line, but on the Kissing ET 200-day rising line. And then, boing, off it goes. And just so you know, if this 200-day continues to rise like this and moves up into this area, there'll be no more shares in this block area right here. There'll be no more. Once the 200 gets up here, this is going to bounce right up over this 50-day. If the 200 keeps rising and gets up in this range, once it gets right about here, this is going to jump up here. Okay, that's what I'm calling, and I could be wrong, so stick around and watch and see if I'm right or wrong. Thank you for about the actual money they pay per share. Yeah, oh yeah, we're up. Time to see how much more SoFi dropped after hours. Oh no. After hours, it hit $8, $18.30 last night, and Piyush Bhatka was with me, and I was trading that WHLR. And by the way, did you see WHLR today, the one that I was buying last night in after hours? Take a look at it, folks. WHLR that I bought last night in after hours, up this morning massively. Went from 219 close to this morning 330, and I told everyone to sell it at 330 this morning. I said, get out. I said the high is going to be 338. Go back to an hour ago and listen to me. I told everyone to get out. The high is going to be 338 is what I said, and it hit 340. But I told everyone this morning, sell out of this WHLR. And now it's a kissing ET, folks. This is a kissing ET. WHLR, folks. And chances are it'll go right on off this WHLR. It's a kissing ET, everyone. This is the kissing ET right here, WHLR. And I told you guys to get out at the 338. And what did they bring it down to? 295. 295, the bottom of that blue line there. And I told you guys to sell it at 338 this morning. And I said in my poll, there 57 votes. Did you sell WHLR this morning when I suggested to sell it in the 330 range? That's what I asked, and 12% said yes. Well, congratulations to you. And now I would consider re-entering on this kissing ET. And it kissed just then. It just kissed the 200, folks. And now she's even lower. Oh, man. They're trying to splash this thing. WHLR, folks. Trying to splash it here right now. Oh, what do you know? They're trying to buy it at 273, 272, folks. They're trying to get some buys at 273, 272. And by the way, folks, that's almost 60 cents down from where you sold it this morning. It is 60 cents down if you sold it at 340. Wow. WHLR. LIMN, folks. That's my pick for the day trade stock of the day. And I'm going to buy it right here. Again, at the same price I started this morning an hour ago, at the same price. That's right. This is the stock I'm buying. LIMN. And look at WHLR. I told you to sell that this morning at $3.30 a share. $3.30 and higher. Now I'm coming in again here. 20 shares. Limit 206 was the lowest I could get earlier was 206. So now I'm going to try for that order I put in earlier at 203. Good till cancel plus extended. By the way, this stock, LIMN, was up 43% yesterday at the close. LIMN, it was up 43% yesterday at the close. Closed at 205. So I'm going to try and buy it where they close, and the market makers don't like it going up that much, so they're going to try and buy it there too. Not before they get in where it was. Limit 206. And I want 205 where they closed it yesterday. Trying to buy 205. And we're looking here at LIMN. And this baby is indeed a kissing ET, folks. Look at that thing coming together. Right on the 200 day. See, the kissing ET formed here on the 50 day, and I told you you should buy it there. And that price there was 203 a share, 202, 203. And now they've got a kissing ET on the 200 day moving average. First, they kissed the ET on the 50 day and ran it way up. And now they're going to kiss the ET on the 200 day moving average. And if it went this high off the 50 day, how freaking high do you think it'll go off the 200, folks? If it went this high off this rising 50 day, how high will it come off the 200 larger, massive moving average? How high could it go? And by the way, this morning you can see a lot of herk and jerk and herk and jerk and herk and jerk and herk and jerk and herk and then jerked it. And folks, you know, this is just what happens when you have a big old nut sack and then you come off the nut sack and keep herking and jerking too long. You know what happens, okay? You can visualize, I'm sure. And then here you got a pair of tatas and you want to herk and jerk around off or the tatas, same result. And now here, look at this. They brought this down to right here, right where the 5 day stopped right here before. They're right there now where the 5 day moving average stopped and went and formed the second skinny tot. Look at that right there. That's where they are, right there, folks. And that's why I'm buying here. And this 200 day rising and the 50 day rising like this is why I'm buying here, folks. Yep. Jay Watson, I bought SoFi at 1858 and 1861 last night, now over 20. Yes. Jay Watson says, 28 trader, thank you. How about the actual dollar they pay per share? Hot man a minute. Yeah. All right. So I'm buying here. LIMN. Buying on the kissing ET, baby. You see how they kiss the ET at the 50-day? And now they're going to kiss the ET right here. And folks, notice the similarity of how they do it. Way up, then down, then up, then kiss it. And then way up, then down, then up, then kiss it. And then it's gone, folks. The same result will come off this kissing ET. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And that's why I don't just suggest you buy it there. I'm buying it there. I'm going to come in for 20 more shares here. Limit order 205. Same price as the closing price last night. And you know what? They probably will want to get in at 204. So let's just go on down here to 204. And so they can brag they bought it for a penny less than it closed for yesterday. Let's go for it. And I know that Daryl Elliott has an order waiting at 402. I'm sorry, yeah, 202. Daryl Elliott has an order waiting at 202. But all right. And I'm going to look at my order status right now on this stock, LIMN. I've got an order waiting at 203, 204, 205. And the lowest I've been able to get here just now was 207.97. But I want to come in at 206 so I can have an order below every amount. So now I've got 203, 204, 205, and 206 waiting. And I'm just going to go ahead and go in at 208 again. I don't even think 208 will fill anymore, so let me try 208, 20 at 208. And folks, I'm telling you, this is kissing ET goodbye. Say goodbye to it, folks, right now. This is the stock, and it's out of here. And that stock is LIMN. LIMN. Kiss it goodbye, folks. I just filled at 207.97. I'm going to duplicate that order till there are no more 208s. I'm going to be filling orders till there are no more 208s. And there are no more now. I'm going 209. Review order and place it. And I cannot fill 204, 205. I cannot get 203. I'm going 210. Change order. I'm going up to 210 on it now. And I just filled it 209999. Ho ho! Yes. I just filled 20999. I love that. Now I'm going to come in at 209 again. 10 shares. $20897 I just got. 20897. And the stock I'm buying here, folks, is LIMN. LIMN. There it is right there. That's the stock I'm buying. And the reason I'm buying it here, folks, is because this is what I call a kissing ET formation. When they run this thing down here to the 200 like that, they're kissing it right off the 200. And I showed you guys earlier how they did a kissing ET off the 50 earlier. And this is what they did. The price got herked and jerked after a nut sack, and herked and jerked and herked and jerked and herked and jerked, and then it shot up. And then they brought it down here, and I said, this is when I got to the chart, because this is when it was called to my attention by Daryl Elliott. And when I saw it right there, I bought it because I said, this is a kissing ET, folks. This is a kissing ET. And when you kiss ET, you're kissing it goodbye. And so there it was. We bought it there. And sure enough, it took off, just like I said. Now, they drove it down here for a kissing ET on the 200 day. Not the 50 day. They got a kissing ET on the 200. And if it bounced this high off the 50, how high will this thing go off the freaking 200, folks? You understand what I'm saying? Here, they got a kissing ET formation by running it up, squeeze it down, up, and down to the kiss, then off. Well, up, down to the kiss, and off, folks. It's the same pattern. It's a kissing ET, but on a 200 day, not on the 50 day, okay? It's on the 200, and that's why I said to buy it there, or suggested you buy it there. Well, you're not going to get 204, my friend. It's out of here. This thing is out of here, folks. And like I said, if it bounced this high off the 50, how freaking high will it bounce off the 200? If it could go this high up off the 50, how high will it go off the 200-day moving average? And you better take a close look at it, because right now, look at the 5-day over the 10-day. And not only is a 5-day over the 10, but now this is going to be a buy on the 10-day average over and over. When they get it down below the 10, if they can get it there, buy it. And I could be wrong. Yes, I could be wrong. But boy, that looks like a crocky gator to me, folks. I got to tell you, from what it looks like to me, that's a damn crocky gator. What I mean by that, it's got the head of a crocodile on this end here, and the other end, it's got the head of an alligator. And that's a hunt. The problem with it is it fills itself up with shorts, but it's got nowhere to poop them out, see? That's right, I am spirit. I can always be wrong, but not because I'm guessing. I don't guess. That's the part of your statement that you're wrong. I don't guess. If I were guessing, I wouldn't be buying here. All right? I'm not guessing, man. I have certain chart patterns I've seen for 25 freaking years, and I know what they mean, and I know what can happen after them. So it's what I would call, yes, an educated guess. And I am spirit. If you stick around here long enough, you'll see. I'm very accurate. I can be very, very accurate when I call out stocks. Educated, strategic guesses. That's right. And lordy, 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 look at that thing bounce right off the 10-day now. Just like I said it would. And the reason LIMN is bouncing so is because of the kissing ET on the 200-day average. And ladies and gentlemen, as this 200-day continues to rise and comes up into this area where they try to barcode it right here for a while, when the 200's here, it's never going to go back to this number, because now this is up in that region and it won't go back down to these. Folks, this thing's getting ready to springboard right now. No, I wouldn't mute your sound. Although I do often hit that mute button by mistake sometimes. All right. Well, there she goes, folks. She's out of here. LIMN. Now I've got to come in at 210. And she's out of here, folks. She is gone. LIMN is out of here. Oh my gosh, it's at 213 now. How did I know? Dang. 214. All right, folks, I'm going to start selling. I just want you to understand. I'm going to start selling here. And I've got sell orders in at 219, 220, 222. Okay? And I'm going to be selling here now because I'm going to be up 13 cents from where I bought in at 219. And 13 cents. There we go, folks. I just sold. All right. Nice. And you can see right down here, ladies and gentlemen, I just sold 219. I just sold 40 shares at 219. And now I'm going to sell at 224. I got 288 at 222. I just sold there. Oh, yeah. Nice. LIMN, folks. LIMN. LIMN. And I just sold 220 now. I sold 222. I'm going to duplicate this order. And I want to come out here at 227. $40 shares at 227. Review order and place it. And I also want to sell 229. $229 here. Sell 229, folks. 40 shares, 229. Review order and place it. All right. Yep, good call, Kat. Thank you for LIMN. You're welcome. Duplicate order. Come out at 230. Coming out at 230, folks. Don't miss this opportunity. Sell here. These numbers are all on my buy-sell sheet. You know to sell here, folks. Sell 231. Don't miss this opportunity to sell here, folks. I just sold 227. Duplicate order. I'm looking for 232 now. Go out 232, 40 shares. Review order and place it. I just sold 229. Kiss the ET, baby. Right? Kiss the ET. Just sold 229, now selling 230, 231, 232, and 233, folks. I want you to sell. I'm doing 88 shares at 233. And I've gotten out 227 now and 229. Now I want to redo this buy order at 210, duplicate order, and I want to come up to 219. 219, 20 shares. And now I want to try to buy 220. $220. Review order and place it. Now I want to try to buy. Duplicate order. 222. Trying to buy 222, 20 shares. Review order and place it. Come down here and buy. Duplicate order. 223. $20 shares. And the stock I'm buying here is LIMN. Hello, Elijah Best. Good morning. Just filled on WHLR at 269. And I told you guys to sell that this morning at $3.38. $3.38. I told you to sell WHLR. The Bass Assassin. Very good buy there, I think. It hit 340, I think, this morning. So you're buying it back 70 cents below where it was this morning, where I told everyone to sell it, WHLR. Folks, in case you didn't know it and you're late here to the tank, WHLR was up 50% this morning. 50% this morning. WHLR was up 50% this morning. And I told everyone to sell it when it was at 330. Right when I came on this morning, I told everyone, get out now, get out now, get out now. Don't waste your, just like I just told you just then, to sell just then at 228.29. I told you, sell there. Sell there, folks. Sell there. And I was right. 227, I sold 40 shares. And 229, I sold 40 shares. All right. So you got to know where to sell these numbers, folks. And those numbers are sell numbers right there. And now I'm trying to buy back at 222 and 223. I've got an order at 219, 220, 222, and 223. And of course, they've stopped it at 224, 1 penny shy of where I'm asking. There we go. I'm going to get that 223 right now. After I just sold 229, I'm going to buy it back 6 cents lower. See? 6 cents, folks. It's a common rundown, 6 cents. They love to take it back 6 cents. So I just filled at 223, it looks like. I've got my buy order sitting there, 223 for 20 shares. It says last 223. So did I just fill at 223? I got 20 shares there. No, I did not fill at 223. Why not? Holy crap, people. Come on. Now I got to come up to 224. Buy 224. Jeez. I guess a buy at 215 is out of the question, so I'm going to change that. Good till cancel plus extended. Ah, look at her back over 230 now. See those buys I had at 223, they were good. Now I'm going to come up to 224. Buy 224. And I just sold 231. Yes. And I'm looking to sell 232, 233 right now. Duplicate order. Sell 236, folks. Come on up. Don't even worry about the 4, 5, 6 is where we're going out next. 40 shares at 236. Look at these buy orders I've got here on LIMN at 204. No way, folks. No more of that. We're coming up at 225. $20 shares at 225. Review order and place it. And this order I've got at 205, forget about it. Change. 20 shares at 226 is what I'm going to go for now. Review order and place it. And the stock we're on here, folks, is LIMN. LIMN. This is the one we're on. Good morning, Cat and Tanker, folks. I filled at 223. DP Barrett, nice. Well, I tried to. They wouldn't give them to me. So now I've got an order in. 224, 225, 226. I've got an order in to buy at 206. No way. Change that order and come up to 227. Review order and place it. And now she's back over 230. Or going back over 230. Now 231, 232. The next sells are 236, 237, 238, folks. $236, $237, $238. Review order and place them. And sell that 230. 238, folks. And I just bought back at 226. I just got a 226 buy-in. Man, they're not letting it go up or down very much, folks. This thing is tightly trading right now. Very tightly trading here. We're buying, we started buying this stock here at 203 a share this morning, and it is LIMN. LIMN. We also sold WHLR this morning at $3.38. 333 was a big sell for many here. I told everyone to sell it at 330 through 338, and we sold it there. That was WHLR. Made an extremely great profit. It was up 50% from where we bought it last night in the after hours. I don't know if you guys were with me last night in the after hours, but we got a call out by Drew Peacock who said, take a look at WHLR. And when I got over there, I saw it had the kissing ET. It had gone way up and then came down to the 50, and I said, let's buy it here. And so we bought it on that kissing ET, just like the kissing ET this morning on this stock. It's a great formation to buy on. All right, the Bass Assassin. I'm set up from 150 to 162 on WHLR to buy dip at the open. So look at that. I'm just selling. $236, $237, $238. And I just bought 226 back. I've got orders now on LIMN at 220. Well, I've got them even at 210 and 208. That's not going to happen. But I'll leave them there just in case. You never know. Market makers can do whatever they want. So the market's going to open here in 13 minutes. How do you like ONDS at these prices? I love them. I told my guys yesterday to buy ONDS yesterday. Up 4% today, so they're very happy. I told my guys to buy ONDS and SIDU. And both of those stocks are up 4% this morning when I looked at them last. I don't know where they are right now. But now ONDS is up 5.5%. And SIDU is Been all over the place this morning. Up 3%, down 2%, up 3%, down 2%. SIDU. Look at this thing. SIDU. So my two picks for to buy yesterday were good buys. One of them's up 2%, one of them's up 5%. And XRP, I told you was a good buy at 127. I told you this was a good buy at 127. Yeah. Ha. Very nice, GP Barrett. Vanity Grant says BOXL. Take a look. BOXL. You know, I think I turned down my screen here. I think I put my phone on here and turned down my screen. There we go. I did. All right, I see it. BOXL. And look how that thing took off, and they compressed it down right on the 50-day and then took off again. I like that 200-day there very much. 216 for a high. And capitulating now on the 10-day. Well, they may try to take this right back down here to the 50 right here. They may try to come all the way down to the 50 with it here. Your buy should be at 205. 205, 206, 207, 208. 208 right there probably. 206. There's where your buys are right there. All right. They're going to come on down to 208 right now. And that could be a place to get some. This is BOXL. BOXL. And we've also been buying LIMN this morning. LIMN. And on this stock this morning, we've made some very good calls. In case you aren't aware of it, this morning at 6:48 a.m., I came on, and this chart looked just like this when I looked at it. Okay? The chart looked like this right there. That's what I saw right there. And when I saw that, when it was called out by one of our members, I said, okay, I'm going to buy it here because this is what I call a kissing ET. When they bring this thing together, and it was, folks, the chart was actually right there when I bought this stock the first time. Right there, I bought it there. That was right on the 50-day, and I said, that is what I call the kissing ET formation, and I love to buy a kissing ET. With a 45-day and 50-day rising and a 200-day rising, I love to buy this pinch together. And I told you, if you kiss it goodbye afterwards. Well, goodbye is what it did. Then they drove it down here, and we bought it again right there on a kissing ET on the 200-day, which I told you was even better than kissing ETs on the 50. And I said, folks, if it went this high off the kissing ET, off the 50-day, that high. How high do you think it'll go off the 200 is what I said. And look at that dang thing. Man, I've nailed this one twice this morning, folks. I was right both times. I told you to buy it right there, and I told you to buy it right there. And then we sold it right here. And why? Because that number, 233, you got to sell that number. That's on my buy-sell sheet, people, all day long. You know to sell there. And so sure enough, when this price got up there, I sold it. You can see I sold it at 88 shares at 233. And I sold at 232. I sold 40 shares there and 40 at 231. 229. I sold all these shares because I told you these numbers are on my buy-sell sheet, and I'm selling here. And I sold there about 240 shares. And then now I can buy back on the pull down. Down 14 cents right now. Nice. And I've got orders down here to buy back at 220, 222, 223, 224. I just bought there because I knew they'd come back down from that 233. Look at that. I got to buy here at 222, 223. Nice. I was waiting for that to come back down to there. Does 3 times the average volume at a stock's low generally indicate a bottom? It sure can, but not a guarantee. There are no guarantees. Yep, LIMN, yeah. All right. EVTV, I sold a little bit of last night and this morning. I sold some of it, and I moved it over to this stock, LIMN. We are in for an amazing day. I believe you're right, Mr. Somebody. I believe you could be right. So this is LIMN now, and once again, they've driven it down below the 50-day. Trying to splash the close. And I got orders to buy here. I've got orders all the way down here to 220 to buy after I sold the 233. Hey, nice. I just got 220. Now I've got an order at 216. I'm waiting on 216 to buy right now. And I see the bid is 218 and the bid is now 217. And what do you know? They're going to take the bid down right to where my next order is at 216. I've also got an order at 208, 210. Because I expect them to take it down that low, folks. I expect it. I don't get surprised by it. I expect it. And I have my orders there. 208, 210. I'm waiting. But I did just pick up a 220 right there. Going to duplicate that order and try and buy 218. Trying to buy 218 now, 20 shares at 218. And I'm just going to go ahead and go for 213 here because I know they want that. But I don't even care about 213. I'm going to do 214. This should be pretty easy for them to hit. And I just got 218. Now I'm coming in at 219 because it's going to bounce off this. And this is what I'm buying. LIMN, folks. LIMN. Gary says, get your amaze balls on. Yep, we are in for an amazing day. I've got a buy order for 40 at 216 here. And I've got a buy order I just picked up, I guess, 219 maybe, or 218. Yep. And I'm looking for a 216 and a 214 buy here. And it looks like I'm going to get it right now. 214. And I've also got a 208 buy and a 210 waiting. LIMN, folks. Good morning, sunshine. And the market is now open. You've been up a long time. I know you have. All right, here we go, folks. She is out of here, LIMN. Very nice. Rise and shine, baby. LIMN, time to rise and shine. And I've got my sell orders in at 236, 237, 238. Now, as far as my buy orders, I just had at 218. I'm going to change that. Opposite order. And I'm going to go up and sell at 239. Review order and place at 239. And I also want to put in a sell order at 240. And you bet your butt I'm going to sell again at 230. And I'm going to sell at 231, 232, and 233. Same place I sold before, I'm going to sell again. Yep. So I'm putting in sell orders now and at 232. 40 at 232. And I'm putting these orders in because, folks, they could fill so fast. They could run this up so quickly. And if you don't have your sell orders in there, you'll miss it. So I'm going out 233 here. 40 shares at 233. And the stock I'm buying is LIMN, everybody. LIMN. SoFi back over 20. I called it yesterday when Piyush Bhakta told me that SoFi was at 1830 last night. I said, buy this. And when I looked at it, it was at 1880. And I said, if you get it at 1880, you can sell it at 1920 minimum or 1966. And now, in fact, it's over 20. So I told my friend to buy SoFi yesterday when it was down in the 18s. I said, buy that thing, man. So now we're looking at a stock that's being compressed to a rising 200, rising 45, 50, pulled down for a spike, folks. And I'm telling you, I think this LIMN is going to go ballistic. All right? And I just got through buying it again at 215, and it's at 227 now. Whoa! All right. Awesome, awesome. Look at all these buys I just got, folks. Look at all the buys I just got there at 218, 219, 215. And now she's freaking all the way up to 228. And now my sell order is going to start selling again at 230, 231, 232, 233. I'm going to sell right now, folks. There it is, 230. I'm out. Nice. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. And just so you can see, today I'm up 142.44. Every single position that I have is green. Every one of them is green. Every single position I bought yesterday on the low is green now. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. Here we go. Going to be a great day, it looks like, for all of us. And I'm going to LIMN, and I just sold at 238, I believe. Yes, I just sold 238. And now I'm going to go out 40 shares, limit 240, 243, review order and place it, sell 40, 243. Nice. Take a look at that, folks. Oh, yeah. LIMN. Now it's a buy time. 20 shares. Limit 228. Buy 20 shares. Limit 224. Buy 20 shares. Limit 230. Buy 20 shares. Market. Review order and place it. Buy 40 shares. Limit 232, 231. Place it. Buy 40 shares. Limit order 234, 233. They have got to get it back down to 233 here, folks. LIMN. There it is right there. Buy. Hey, I think I just got 231. Let's try for 227. Trying for 227 now. Buying 232 now. And I just got through buying back here, folks. I just got through buying back at 230. I got 228, 230. I got 231. Going in for a buy again now. Duplicate order at 228. 228. I've only got 275 shares, so I got to kind of start trying to scrape them up where I can. And I did fill at 228 earlier. I hopefully get that again now. There it is. I got 228. Now go to 224. I've already got an order there. Just bought 226. Got 226, 227, 228. Very nice. Just got 226, 227, 228. Right there, folks. Got it when they dropped it down there to the 5-day. EVTV at 219. All right. Let's watch this LIMN down. I've got an order at 225. I did just fill at 226. I'm going to duplicate that order at 226. Trying to buy 226 on LIMN now. And she is out of here, folks. Okay, now we're going to take these buy orders that we just got here, and we're going to do reverse of those now, and we're going to opposite orders, and we want to go out at 243 and 44. All right? So 2.44, 50 shares at 244. And we're going to go out 245. I've already got 43 in. And then we're going to go out at 246. 40 shares at 246. And 40 shares at 247. No, we'll just do 246 and 248. $30 shares at 248. And now we're going to get them out at 249. So duplicate order, and we're going to 249. 40 shares. Review order and place it. And the stock that I'm on here is LIMN. LIMN. This morning in the pre-market, it was called out. This morning in the pre-market, it was called out. And I got to look at it, and I said, holy crap, I'm going to buy here, because it was on what I called the kissing ET formation. This is ET and kissing it there, because the 200 was rising and the 50 was rising in the 45. And when I saw it meet right there, I said, we buy it here, people. And then you can kiss ET goodbye because he's going home. So sure enough, we bought it there this morning. At this time was at 6:48 in the morning to 7 o'clock. We bought it there. And sure enough, ET went home. Home run, baby. And then we sold it there. Then they brought it down here and they did a kissing ET on the 200 day. First, they did a kissing ET on the 50. Then they did a kissing ET on the 200, and I said, buy it. So we bought a bunch of more there. And the friggin' thing came up here, then came down into kissing ET again on the 50. And I said, buy it again after we sold it here. We sold it here. And then when it got here, I said, another kissing ET on the 50, buy it, and look at it go off of that. And now a kissing ET on the 50 again. But look how far, look at the 5-day turquoise line, how far below the 50-day it was there. Look where it is now. It's way up here, the 5-day. Oh, my God. All right. Public share offering or something, folks. And I'm just going to buy some right now. $20 at market. Review order. Now, watch this, folks. Watch the percentage down. Watch the percentage down. 4.8 is the lowest. 437, 439, 435. Hold on here, folks. 487 is the lowest now. 487 was the lowest right there. Watch it close, folks. 536 now. Hold on, hold on. I'm in there. I'm in there. I just got 196.65. Review order. Down 5.27 is the most. 536 is the most. 585, 626 is the lowest. Coming for 188, 13 cents down. I bought it right there. I'm buying it here, 13 cents down. And I got 193.5. 13 cents down, folks. 13 cents. Review order. Now 11 cents down. All right, I'm in there. 192.33 I bought. Duplicate order, review order. 6.8% down. 6.09. 609, folks. $6.30 is the deepest drop now. $6.33 is the deepest drop. $6.33 is the deepest drop. There it is. And I just got 192.5. Now, I want to see something here. Give me a second here and let me check something out. The Dow is still up 79. The Dow is up 1.3%. The Nasdaq is still up. The Russell is still up 2%. Nothing is falling across the board, folks. Nothing is falling across the board. LIMN. Give me a second here. LIMN. Dadgummit. $191,660 down. No news. I see no news here, folks. I see no news at all. And now I look at it 5.85% down. 543, 58488. I'm in. And I got 192.33, 192.5, and now 193.99. And now it's over $2, folks. It's gone. Look at that percent down. Somebody's wanting in on this, baby. Filled at 188. Nice. Down 532 is the most. 585 is the most now. 585 is the most. $585's the most. There it is again. I'm in 190. Yep, good. I'm in here. I just got 194. Duplicate order. Now down 4.45%. Now down 3.403. Oh my gosh, man. Look at that thing go. Boy, somebody Somebody wanted everyone out of this thing. And I just filled at 196. My lowest I could get it was 192.33, 192.5, 192.6. Now we're at 197.98. And what a time to get in, folks. What a time to get in. Nice. Yeah, sell BOXL now. If you're up on it, sell it. Congratulations, everybody. And I'm still green today, folks. And I got 1,400 cash to buy with here. And I'm buying 40 shares here at market review order. And look at it down now. 3.17, folks. Let's look at the amount down. 293.30. 317 was the most. 340 I just bought there. Buy 20 shares. Market. Look at the amount down. 341 review order. Look at the amount down, folks. Okay? Right now, down 341 is the most. 365. Watch this very closely with me. 390. 390 is the most. 396. 439 I just bought there. Thank you. I had 282 left of powder last night, all SoFi with all I had. Now 44,000 trading powder. LOL. Nice. And look at this LIMN, ladies and gentlemen, on the chart. It just got completely fleeced out. And look at that thing, a vaguey, people. I've got to change my wording here. This is a vaguey. Honey, we making some money today. Oh my gosh, look at that thing go, folks. It's back over $2 to 203, 204. Awesome buys, 210 now. Holy smokes. Wow, everybody, congratulations. Holy smokes. Look at all those buys just then at 196, 192, 192, 193, 194. Now we're at 203 a share. Yes, that's right. Yes. That's right, LB Taco. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Wow. 192 buys. Someone wanted in, folks, this LIMN. Somebody wanted in big time. Somebody wanted in, and somebody wanted in at the pre-market lows, folks. Somebody wanted in at a number where there was never any resistance before. There was no resistance here at all before this morning. You see that? None. Somebody wanted in right here at the bottom of these herks and jerks and herks and jerk and herk and jerk and herk and jerk and herk. And they wanted in right there at that number, the same numbers this morning. And they got in, and look at it go, folks. Look at this thing going, folks. Yes. Yes, Piyush Baka. I sold SoFi at 2090 for a massive gain overnight. Wait, I made a fortune, baby. Let's go. All right. And holy smokes, this thing is out of here. Oh my gosh. Hey folks, I gotta play a song. Oh yeah, here we go. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3. Well, you was looking LMN and you saw it wouldn't end. We always started getting in the nut sack. The nut sack, baby. We bought the nut sack, baby. Well, they ran down LIMN today. Just like they run things down every day. And then we get in and we start to play. Saw this price drop. They dropped it and they stopped it and they made it go down to the nut sack. We got us a Chrysler. It does about 20. So come on, let's all make a bunch of freaking money on the nut sack. It's a very hairy place where we all buy together. Oh, we buy the nut sack, baby. We bought that nut sack, baby. Nut sack. Oh, when they attack. Oh, yeah, it's a fact. We buy on the back. Kissing and a hugging and wearing next to nothing. Just having out in loving cause it's hot as an oven. And the whole tank shimmies. Oh, yeah, the whole tank shimmies. Yeah, the whole tank shimming and all the cash is flashing around. Yeah, the nut sack. It's a very hairy place where we all buy together. We buy that nut sack, baby. We buy the hairy little sack. Nut sack. Yeah, it's a back. Oh, yeah, the back. When the shorts attack. Bang, bang. On the doors. Bang, bang. Oh, they knock the nuts to the floor. Bang, bang. That's when we all score. Bang, bang. Forevermore. Say, what? Shorts got busted. Everybody's moving, baby. Everybody's shorts, they're all losing, baby. Yeah, the nut sack. It's a very scary, hairy place where we all buy together. Yeah, on the nut sack, baby. Oh. Well, every once in a while we have to throw a song out there, don't we? And if you guys don't know about it, yep. If you don't know about it, I have a lot of music online. For your nutsack, Catfish. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man, I love you, my brother. Piyush Bhakta. Lovely. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Yes. And that fires up the song, fires up the stock, folks. Wait till the energy of that song gets over there. Listen, I just released it. It just got out of the house. It's headed across the plains to Detroit. And then it's going to go over across Ontario, folks. And when the energy of that song crosses Ontario, Then it's going to go over Niagara Falls, through New York, across the state of New York, and it is going to land in Wall Street right there, coming through the tunnels, coming over the bridges. My song is going to permeate, and it's going to drive this stock even higher. LIMN, it's going to drive it higher, folks. You guys go out and wave it along, okay? Those of you that are in the path, go ahead and get out there and wave it along, okay? Keep the energy behind that song, and let's get it to run this thing right up. Bright and early in the morning, yes. Oh, yeah, that's a good song to get you all inspired and wake up and feel good and get yourself a nice, good old morning wood. See that? See, that's what that is. That's the nut sack, and there's the morning woody. And there she goes, folks, right on off. I can't even believe it. I can't believe it. What did they just try to do just then? Did they think we were going to fall for that right there? Did they think we were going to fall for that? Did they think that? Yes. Bosto says, yes, I love a morning rush. When the wife is ready to go in the morning, yes, it's man's best dream come true. Oh, my goodness, folks. Wow. Look at this thing launch. Look at it go. The wave of energy. You guys, my song, folks, it's hitting. Got to keep the energy going here. Keep the energy flowing. Keep the energy going. Keep the energy flowing. Let's do one more. Let's do one more, folks. All right. Let's do one more here. And we got to keep this energy going right here. All my friends know that we're low buyers. Low buyers, oh yeah, and then the price goes higher. And buy it on the dip, then we smell it rip. Buy it on the dip with me. Buy it on the dip, then we smell it rip. Buy it on the dip with me. So we are all buyers. You can see this frickin' stock is on fire. Buy it on the dip, then we smell it rip. Buy it on the dip with me. Buy it on the dip, then we smell it dip. Buy it on the dip with me. How high will she fly from here? How high isn't really clear, but LIMN sure got shorts sitting in their jeans. Smell so bad and they won't come clean. Tried everything, even Mr. Clean, but they got shitty jeans. Rock on. Oh, how high will she fly from here? How high is not really clear, but sure got shorts shaking in their shoes. No telling how much they're gonna lose. Ah, they're probably drinking booze and feeling blue. Rock on, rock on, yeah. Okay, a little other song to boost the energy to make it go even higher. And folks, I told you the other day about me knocking the crap out of myself. Jay Watson says, preach it, man. I told you the other day about me knocking the crap out of myself with a elliptical that I was moving. And that elliptical, some bar that's on the elliptical comes swinging around and hit me right in the mouth. It almost knocked me out. And it was a miracle that I didn't get hurt any worse by this thing, because the way that weight thing swung over, it came with so much force that if it had come another fraction of an inch, it would have broke my jaw. But it hit my tooth and knocked my tooth out. I lost a tooth, folks. Here is my tooth. And so I got to go schedule a dentist appointment and go get myself a tooth implant. Does anybody want to chip in on a tooth fund? Yep, I lost it. It's gone. It came out. And I knew it would because it was really loose. It was really loose. And I was hoping, oh man, I hope somehow that the root will reconnect and it will regrow and blah, blah, blah. But no, she's gone. So I get to go to the dentist and get an implant put in. What? How'd that happen? I was moving an elliptical, a weightlifting machine that my wife has here in the basement. And when I was moving it, it swung around. There's a part of it that I should have put a belt around it, but oh well, don't worry, I'm all right. It's just a freaking tooth. It's not the end of the world. I've lost another tooth that I had to have put a crown in, and so no big deal. I'll just get another. I'll get an implant. So jumped to 253. Did not see that. Are you talking about LIMN? Well, one thing's for sure, this thing is taking off, folks. This thing is taking, Lord help and heal Cat's tooth. Oh yeah, my tooth is healed. It already is healed. I'm very happy to say. I feel good about it. It's healed. And I'm okay with it. I've had worse things happen to me in my lifetime, I can tell you that for sure. But anyway, she gone. Hey, you got to be careful. Listen, folks, if you ever going to move an elliptical like that, you better strap that thing with belts and stuff so that those arms can't move on you. They have clip-on teeth. Clip-on teeth? Really? Catfish GXAI. Yeah, all right. Let's look at it. Oh, yeah. Well, all right. Nice. Thank you for calling that out. Account positions. Something tells me I'm making some money today. Yes. All right. Up today, a nice little pop today. I'm making $264 today. And I like to take pictures when I'm up like that. And so I'm going to do it right now. All right. Nice. Let's keep rocking, folks. GXAI. Let's sell some. Folks, these numbers are on my buy-sell sheet. You got to sell here, please. 50 shares, 147. This is on my buy-sell sheet. And you should have already sold when it was at 152.53. But I'm going to sell 147. I've got 650 shares. Place order. Sell 150 shares at 148. Limit order 148. Review order and place it. Sell order 50 shares. Limit order 149. Review order and place it. Thank you for calling that out. I appreciate that very much. Sell 50 shares. limit 150. Review order and place it. Now we're going to go back over here, looking at LIMN. And this is going to be a great day trading stock all day long, folks. I believe it's going to be fantastic. I believe they're going to hurt and jerk the crap out of this thing in large amounts. And we're going to play this the right way, folks. We're going to play this the right way. And every time they get this down to this 50-day that's rising above the 200, we're going to buy it right there, okay? And this is the stock LIMN. And right now I'm going to buy. And I'm going to buy 20 shares. Limit order 214. Review order and place it. Buy 20 shares. Limit order 213. Review order and place it. Buy 20 shares. Limit order 211. Review order and place it. And I'm buying here right in between this 45 and 200-day average. By the way, they're rising. See this? This is a rising 200. This is a rising 50-day, and they try to push it down below it. That won't work. That won't work, folks. That won't work. It won't work to drive it below those rising long-term averages. It just won't work, folks. And now I want you to look here. Ladies and gentlemen, look here. Look at the percentage gain. 3.66 is the most, or the least. Now 244 is the least. And I think I just got a 211 buy there. And I'm watching this very close. I'm coming in at market. 293, then 318, then 463. Oh my gosh, this thing is out of here, folks. This thing's out of here. Don't even worry about it. LIMN. Buy. Coming in again for 20 shares at market. Review order. Buying at market. Review order. And now look at the gain. 438, 391, 40, 415. Watch it. 391's the least. 391's the least now. 390, I'll take it. Order status. And I just picked it up at 213.5. Nice. Let's duplicate that order. Coming at market. Review order. Look at the percentage gain now. 4.15, folks. 415 is the percentage gain. And watch it close here now. Watch it very closely with me. 396 is the least now, the gain. 396. Watch it closely. Watch it closely. 397. So from 396 to 397. What do you think about that? And now 391. 396 to 397. Now 391. I just got 213.5. Duplicate order. Review order. And look at this thing. It's up 7%, folks. Dang, and I just bought it up 610. 217.5, folks, I just filled. After those orders just filled at 213, 213, 211, 213, 214. Look at that. Now we're at 221. Yes! Now I'm going to reverse this order, opposite order. And I just bought 213, so I won out 13 cents higher at 226. Limit 2. I'm selling 20 at 226 right now. Place the order. 13 cents higher than when I just bought it. $0.13 higher. Duplicate order. Now I just sold 226. I'm going out 230. 230, folks. Don't mess around. 229. Oh my gosh, look at this thing, folks. Nice. Oh, yes, SIDU's looking interesting. I know that. I told my buddy yesterday, I wrote him and said, buy SIDU right here. It was up 4% this morning earlier. Up 4% this morning earlier. Well, this daggum LIMN is out of here, folks. Now, can you guys do me a favor? Right now, the time is 10:19 at 10:20 and 8 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's hit the like button in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Please hit the like button. If you're liking what you're seeing here, please hit the like button. Now, I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, I do not simply just day trade, okay? I buy the low, I sell the high, day trading stocks, but I also hold several stocks long, and I'm going to show you those right now if you want this list. So these are the stocks I've been holding long, and these are the gains that I've had on these positions over the last year. If you want this list, just become a member at the monster level member. If you want this list of these stocks, and you'll know which ones they are, and you can pick them out by the last 5 days, 10 days, 30 days, and last year. Last 5 days, 10 days, 30 days, and last year. And these stocks have all been getting hit over the last 5 days, 10 days, 30, but you can look at the last year gains on these stocks, folks. And if you want this list, become a member of my channel at the Monster or Goliath level. Now, how do you do that? Well, I'll show you right here. Right here, if you come down below the chat and you click on this dollar bill sign right there, once you click on it, you'll see memberships. Click on memberships, and then this window will open up here. Once you click on memberships, do not just click join. Come over here and click Monster if you want these spreadsheets. And if you want the spreadsheets you can edit, then come in at Goliath. And we've had a lot of Goliath members coming in here lately during the last month. I mean, a huge increase in Goliath members. And another thing you're going to get if you become a Goliath member is at a Goliath level, you're going to get these candlesticks right down here, folks. These tell a story. They're not just like the regular volume candlesticks. These tell you that most people are buying, selling, buying, selling, 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 selling. But look at the price rising against this sell-off. They're trying to sell a bunch of shares, and the price just keeps friggin' climbing, folks. LIMN. Now, if you want these candlesticks, you only can get them at the Goliath level, okay? I'll send you the code for these candlesticks in an email. All right? Wow, look at this thing go, folks. LIMN. So if you come over here, like I said, folks, and you click right here on this dollar bill sign, right there, If you click on that dollar bill sign, it says membership. Unlock members only perks. Click that. And then do not just click join, because join will just give you the default big bottom cat membership. Make sure you join as a monster or as a Goliath. Okay? And this little video that's right here will explain what I'm giving out to people that are monster or Goliath members. Okay? So, and basic members. All right? So, there you go. If you want to get my spreadsheets showing these stocks, which have been doing freaking absolutely phenomenal over the last year, then you can get this if you just become a member at the Goliath level, and you can edit your own. Folks, if you come in at Goliath level, you'll be able to add stocks in the future, and they'll auto-propagate across the whole line. Just add a stock name in. Just come over here and add a stock name in, and it will propagate across the whole line, okay? Just put in right here, BBAI, for example, and hit enter. And when you do, it will automatically come across here and fill all this in. So there it goes, BBAI. See how that works? And it shows you the last 5 days percentage, 10-day, 30-day, and the last year, okay? I'm going to leave that one on there, but I'm just throwing that out to show you how it works, everybody, just so you can see how it works, all right? And if you get the Goliath level, you can enter in your own data, which is very cool. So let's take that off, because I don't want BBAI on there. I don't want it on there. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to put clear row, clear. There we go. And I'll just copy this one, LUMN, and put it in there. Paste. I'll put it there, so I get the information across all those things. Uh-oh. That I want to undo. I don't know what that was. Where did this come from? Where did all this come from? Oh, gosh. I want to undo that. Undo, undo, undo. Oh, goodness gracious. Clear row. Clear row. Clear row. Clear row. Get all this crap off here. Clear row. Clear row. And clear row. There we go. Clear row. There. Now I can take this and copy it and then paste it here. There we go. That's what I want. All right, that's got it. Daryl Elliott, hey there. Have a coffee on me for all you do. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. And thank you for the call out, Daryl. I appreciate it very much. Daryl Elliott was the one that told me about LIMN. So thank you very much. And this is what it's doing. So thank you very much. And that gets you 2 more entries into our drawing that we're going to be doing. I really appreciate that. Have to get your name on this drawing list. There it is. And this is a very short drawing list this week because of all my vacation time and going off and taking care of all the things I had to take care of. All right, thank you for letting me know, DeBass Assassin on WHLR. That was a great call out last night by someone by the name of Drew Peacock, who told me about WHLR yesterday. And for those of you that don't know about it, last night, WHLR shot up in the after hours, and then it pulled back down, and it formed the kissing ET. And I said, let's buy it now. So we bought it last night, and then it went up like 25%. So I just said, man, I made some good money on that. I'm out. And then this morning I woke up, and it was up 50%. Went to the bathroom and came back to all orders filled. Oh, boy. Nice. LUMN is the LIMN, folks. LIMN is the one I'm watching right now, and I've been trading all morning, and I feel very good about that. My account positions. And now I'm up today, regaining what I lost yesterday, and I'm up $274 today. Yes, let us continue to see that happen.